Why, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Dee Dee, how's it going? Hello. Bo, 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 bo. It's Phoenix Wright. It's Phoenix Wright. Good evening, Zan. How you doing? I saw you earlier, but let's see. Put that over to the side. This record. Bad one. Okay. You're gonna get another slice of pizza? You don't gotta. You don't gotta announce truly a pizza day. Oh my gosh, yeah. I got pizza like I said it would in Spooky Stream, and when I was doing the order, they're like, oh, if you get an extra large, it's only $2 more. And I was like, you know what? Sure. And then I get the pizza, and I'm like, holy shit. I forgot how large an extra large pizza is. Gonna be eating this for like 8 days. Hi, Luna. Oh my goodness. So, in other good news, as I was opening Steam, Maid Cafe on Electric Street updated, so I assume there's a patch for fixing your sleep schedule as we called it. So hopefully no issue on Friday when we go back to it. We're probably gonna have to go back a save anyway, because as we found out last time, we don't have the very specific drink that only these high school girls will tolerate. Because apparently we were supposed to find recipes in the 1 day break between the cafe opening and. Yeah. But we spent all our money buying stuff at the convenience store, so we don't have money to buy a recipe book, so. We're gonna have to go back, because I mean, technically, we could edit the save file and so we would have more money, but I don't know. I don't know. According to the patch notes, event occurring issues have been resolved. Woohoo! Dance party! Ooh. Hi, Jambola. Big stretch, big stretch. The secret has been found. I actually think edible save files are super cool. Oh, for sure. I mean, okay, if it was like you had to go back today, if we had to go back like a whole bunch of days so we could get enough money to get the recipe book or something like that, yes, I would. I would abuse the fact that I knew how to fix that. The fact that it's literally just like 1 day before where we were, and it would take literally 20 minutes to get through that day. I'm like, ah. Random things through your microscope? You have a microscope. Hello? Also, hi, bestie. Hi. God. Related, yet not. Saying the bestie reminded me. I was watching Fauna Ceres from Hololive. I was watching her VOD for LA Noir. Cause that is an old ass game, but it's fun to watch people go through it. She made me feel so ancient because she was like, I don't know what a layaway is. And I'm like, oh god. Don't call LA Noir old. Well, I mean, it's like what, 15 years old? It's pretty old for a video game. Not like super old, but it's getting there. Would it have made you feel better if I called it retro instead? It's okay. The game got its revenge on me by Fauna calling me out indirectly for knowing what a layaway is. For the Zoomers who actually don't know what layaway is, that was the norm before credit cards were super common. They would hold on to the item for you. You would pay for it in like installments, and then you'd get the thing. You don't even know. Jambola! Rip. Like, it wasn't super. I was looking it up after it stopped being super common past the 90s. Apparently, someone in Iduna's family had used them quite often, but like they basically phased out once credit cards got popular. Arguably, layaway was the better system because there was zero interest as opposed to racking up credit card debt. I guess the closest modern equivalent we probably sort of have is when you're buying stuff on Amazon or whatever, and they're like, oh, you can buy this for this cost, or you can buy it for like 5 installments of $5. Like, that's probably the closest we have now. Apparently, Kmart in the States never stopped doing layaways, according to Wiki. I'm like, damn, Kmart. Kmart's like, we're never gonna stop. As long as someone asks, they got it. Those prepaid credit cards that weren't technically credit cards, those still exist though. Those are technically gift cards now. And I technically have one of those that I use for my day-to-day stuff. That similar stuff sort of made a comeback where you can load money onto it through like e-transfer and stuff and use that instead of your credit card, and you still get oh my god, what's the word I'm looking for? Payback? No, it's not payback. Oh my god, cashback! Jesus. Cashback, thank you, yeah, Luna. I got it just before you said that. Thank you for trying to save my brain. Oh my god. And I'm gonna be a lawyer today. Terrible. Well, I mean, we know our current client is screwed anyway, so I guess it's fine. You never did cashback because you were too embarrassed to ask how it works? Well, it's easier now when it's all digitized. The money just plops into your bank account. It's auto. You can technically ask for cash back at certain stores when you're at the cashier. And they're supposed to give you cash out of the till. It's not as common anymore now that like cash outright isn't as common anymore. Da 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 da. Okay. Put that there. Messing with the volume a little bit. Because Phoenix Wright, the game, is usually so loud, I'm like, I can't hear myself speak. Not that I really need to hear myself speak. But if I can't hear myself speak, I have a tendency to try and start shouting. So I can put that back to there. Bring this up. Should be good. Okay. Oh yeah? Yes? What's up? You're probably trying rabbit tomorrow? Oh, like the meat? I've never had it, but I've heard it's decent. I think I heard it's quite tough. Da, 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 da. Alright. Let me know how that volume is. It should be pretty much at the top. It's at the top of like the green for me. But let me know if that's okay on your guys' side. Because I turned it down quite a bit on my end because it was just really loud and I hate having games loud. It's amazing just as Rondelight. Beautiful. Sounds good? Excellent. Actually, how do you like your audio mixing? Any strat I go for? Oh, game audio? So... trying to think how to describe it. Game audio, I usually like to have it in the upper range of the green zone. So that's like around negative 25 decibels. My volume, like streamer volume, you usually want in like the yellow. So that's anywhere from like minus 20 to minus 10. Yeah, the colors on its own are fine, yeah. Yeah, I tweak it a bit, and then obviously there's filters, and what filters you need depends on your own style and how you talk. Like, I know I have a tendency that when I'm excited or like I'm really into whatever I'm talking about, I tend to really increase my volume. That's been the joke since I was little, that I don't possess an inside voice. So I have the filters set up to like kick me down quite a bit. Like not enough that it'll like, you know, because if it brings you down too much, you're gonna sound crunchy. And sometimes it does happen. I would call this an inside voice, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm sure if you went through all of my VODs, you would find moments where it was very clear I was shouting because my mic, distorted a little. Inside voice until excited. Then it's I blame my childhood for that one. I don't know if I've ever talked about it, but I was in and out of the hospital a lot when I was little, primarily for recurrent ear infections. So, like, I'm not like legally deaf or anything like that, or like I don't have like problems hearing things behind me or anything like that. But I definitely can't hear stuff if it's too low. So I think because of that, if I speak at a normal volume, I can't, like what's considered an inside voice, I can barely hear myself. So then I think, oh, no one can hear me, so I talk louder, but... And so bless Iduna, she like half trained me with my permission. I was like, anytime I'm yelling without realizing it, just tell me. Like, I won't be mad. And because of that, I was sort of able to finally train myself to know what speaking at a normal volume will hear and feel like to me. So, like permanent headphone volume, yeah, exactly. Because I would have, like, remember the telephone game when you were a kid? And, like, you know, you would have to whisper a phrase to, like, the kid beside you, and the goal was to try and have the phrase come out as least garbled as possible? Things always messed up at me, and the kids would accuse me of doing it on purpose, but I literally can't hear whispers. That's the thing. And this was when I was like, 8 years old, so your hearing changes as you get older, so you can imagine. So even though, like, I don't like my games loud because things at the high end of the spectrum bother me, like, it still hurts my ears if it's too loud, but if it's a low tone, then I can't hear it very well. Fun fact, high tones are usually what you lose first when you lose your hearing. That's why a lot of elderly people can't hear, or like people who are going deaf, they have a hard time hearing women's voices, because women's voices are generally higher pitched. Makes it real fun working with senior citizens at the apothecary, because yeah, sometimes they generally do not have any idea what I'm saying. But I get one of my other female co-workers who's got a deeper voice and they're fine. Like, god damn it. I've got the anime girl voice, which is great as a VTuber, but IRL, not so much. Alright, where were we? So there's part 2, trial 1, part 2. That's probably it? Well, let's see if there was another one, just to be safe. 2118. Nope, number 1 looks like it's gonna be it. Okay. Beautiful. Ah, yes, the Canadian judge. Alright. So, for anyone who hasn't been around for a little bit, we've been doing a short flashback trial. This was Mia's very first trial. This was her debut in court, and she is defending a death row inmate who escaped when he was being transferred, and is being accused of murdering the policewoman whose testimony got him put in jail. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that's been happening. Canadian judge, I am not joking. He makes references to double double, which is how some Canadians order their coffee. 2 creams, 2 sugar. It's a double double. And also, hockey. And I think he mentioned a toque at some point, which is basically a beanie. And there was, I can't remember what word it was, but there was some word, they were poking some joke about the Canadian accent and how we pronounce a certain word, and it wasn't like the classic a boot that you always hear about. But I was like, I can't argue this. Because this is how I say it. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us what's with my little maple leaf? No! Not the maple leaf. Yes, so I'll try, Mr. Judge. Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia? But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles, no. She does it at least a couple more times, I regret to inform you. You're not wrong, you're not wrong. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. Oh yeah, this guy on the right, who's the defendant, Mr. Falls, he was dating Dahlia when he was 21 and she was 14. So, you know, we've got a bunch of real stand-up people in this courtroom today. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. Oh yeah, I'm sure it did. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. When she was 14? Who adopted this girl? And we're to believe after all that she murdered her sister? Preposterous. Edgy poo. I don't know how to tell you this. She's a sociopath. She don't feel anything. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Faye? Yes, Your Honor? What do you want this time? As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. 5 years later? Shouldn't you have had some therapy by this point? Edgy poo, she's an ass? That's putting it mildly. Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again. If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We've still got that info. That ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kitten. Don't call me kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right. There was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby. We love Diego, but you just can't call people kittens. I do anything she says, anything Dahlia says. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too. And we would have gone away from it, too, if it weren't for this murderous kid. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. Alright. So how are we gonna do this? Okay. What do we have for evidence? It's been about a week. It's a map, okay. I'm reading the prisoner's lines like kind of Russian, really? I was just trying to do a funny voice since it was a flashback. Witness's photo. Kind of looks like it'd be hard to push someone off this bridge if I'm gonna be honest, especially as child. Okay. Dee Dee, quick question. What's up? I'll give you a quick answer. Is that right? Ah, shit. I guess it wasn't the photo. No! Rip. Oh, those lamps that you gotta turn the knob twice. Do you leave it on one turn or do you turn... usually I do just one. It depends on the lamp. Because if the light bulb in it is really bright, then you're gonna want just one click. If it's a weak bulb, you're gonna want 2 clicks. I tend to prefer my rooms darker, because I'm prone to photosensitivity, so... Dun, dun, dun. Plus, I have 2 huge-ass monitors in my face. What do I need a lamp for? I'm just saying. Yeah, no worries. I'm just saying in general. Like, I have a desk lamp. But it's just a 1 click. It's just like 1 click. You just turn it on and boom, LED light in your face. Dahlia is your favorite character? She is an interesting character, but oh my goodness. She was pushed from behind? Oh, are they implying that she would have been pushed into the rocks instead of, oh, it's impossible to have been pushed off the bridge? Alright, I guess we'll try that angle. Okay, alright. Sometimes you don't have to understand their logic, you just gotta roll with it. You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true! I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it! It was Mr. Falls! I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible. Impossible? I asked the court that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge now and 5 years ago. The bridge hasn't changed one bit in the last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind, as you claimed... Oh. See, when I said push from behind, I thought like they meant they just shoved her in the back. So she fell off to the side and over the bridge. And that's why I was like, well, the safety ropes are too high for that. Instead of being carried away by the river. You would have been smashed by the bedrock below. I don't know. I guess it would depend on how she fell. A most certain death. Do you understand now? Dahlia Hawthorne. The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Ah! Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. Oh, you wanna pull some reports? You wanna pull some, like, environmental reports on the mountain back then? You wanna waste our time measuring the water level? Really? No, she looks cool. She can do no wrong. So true. Everyone loves Mia. Except for Dahlia. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. Ugh. You're right, if the events occurred just as the witness had testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this? You see, Just a moment, Your Honor, Edgeworth. Your eyes. You want to keep them in their sockets. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Me and my friends are Edgeworth haters? Oh no. Therefore, he could have unwarily pushed her off the side of the bridge. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct? We're tossing you a safety line. Now that you mention it, I do remember now when I fell off the bridge. It's too high? It's too high for her to have fallen in a certain way. So basically, here's the map. So this is all rock, and this is the river. So Mia was saying if she got pushed towards the back of the bridge where the hole is, she would have fallen onto the rock below and she would have died. Ergo, if the water level was higher, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference, because she still would have been falling onto rock. Now they're saying she got pushed off the side of the bridge into the river. So, if that's the case, then it doesn't super matter about the water level. I mean, it's still a 40-foot drop. Her legs should have shattered, but she would have had to have done a perfect swan dive into the river to have minimized the amount of damage she would have taken from that. Especially at 14. I do remember now, when I fell off the bridge, my skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires. You can't be serious. Order! Order in the court! As for Edgeworth's claim of the water, even if it was a good argument, they could have pulled out geological data maps. Yeah. That's why I was saying, I'm like, really? Do you want to waste our time and make us go pull up the reports about, like, the rainfall 5 years ago in the area? Like, cause we can. It's just gonna be a waste of time. You're just stalling at this point. And I mean, in most court systems, stalling for time and making them have to pull that kind of data would be a good strategy, because it would give you more time to do more investigation and firm up your arguments. But this is the dystopian Phoenix Wright world where you have only 3 days before I'm assuming the the case is just thrown out of court. I don't know. I don't know what happens at the end of 3 days. The person's just defaulted guilty and thrown in jail. I don't know. Courts are majorly about wasting time. Yeah. Mostly criminal ones. Well, the losing lawyer side usually, yeah. I mean, in criminal cases, absolutely. If you ever, because when I was in journalism school, one of the assignments we had to do on the regular was go sit in on a day of civic court and pick a case that was put on trial to write a court report about, as though it was going to be in the newspaper. Nothing was actually published in the paper about it. But yeah, so yeah, if you go to those courtrooms, those judges are so matter of fact. They're like, we've got 15 cases on the docket today. Let's get a frickin' move on. It's like, how do you plead? Like, guilty, okay. Here's your charges, here's your penalty. Bane, next. Yeah, it's pretty interesting, and I mean, courtrooms are open to the public, so you can go, but oh man. One of the judges called me out at one point, scared the shit out of me. Cause yeah, cause I don't know, I'm sure there are some people who are weirdos, and I gotta see one now. Yeah, you can definitely go. It's just, what is it? Yeah, you have to go to certain ones, like some are closed, but a lot of the civic ones are open. But yeah, it's rare for someone to sit there through multiple, like, quote-unquote cases. So after, like, 3-4 cases, the judge calls me out and he's like, I see, like, we've got a guest who's been sticking around, and I just, like, catapulted off of the bench. I'm like, hi, I'm sorry. I'm Diana. I'm a journalism student at X college. Right to public trial, yep. So yeah, you definitely can go, but yeah, it's rare for people to do it unless, you know, they're like a law student or a journalism student, or like their family's like the one on like trial or whatever else. So yeah, I don't blame the judge for calling me out, because it is a little odd for a young person to stick around that much, but I'd be like, ah. When you're a youngin' with social anxiety, it's terrifying to have the judge suddenly address you with a courtroom full of people. And I'm like, hi. I think I left like 30 minutes after that because I was just so flustered. They were very nice though. They're like, if you want at the end of the day, like, I can answer any questions like you have about stuff. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. Like, I'm never gonna talk to you. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll go ask the judge questions after he put the fear of God into me. Seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion. No, it has not. Not now, Mia! This is no time to retreat! Don't let the pretty boy know you get arrested. Oh, fuck. Out of the blue, no! Oh my god. You wanna... That is one of those, it's like, hey! Police officer, you wanna see how hard I can cry? Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault. What? I believe your reasoning was something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's possible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say, that's impossible. Ridiculous! What's so impossible about it? I'm guessing the wires this time? All the answers are right here in this photo. It makes me nervous when the music doesn't stop right away. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there. Well, I mean, okay, you could throw someone off. I was gonna say, what if they like lifted you over your head? But I'm like, that at that point, that's not pushing. That's chucking someone. 5 feet and 2 inches, actually. I am barely taller than the safety wiring on this bridge. No! But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this would be no problem for him. Actually, more than just the strength of the wires. Okay. It's crisscrossed. I was gonna say, since Dahlia was 14 years old, depending on how big the squares and like the gaps in the wiring was, she could fall between them, but he could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. I mean, yeah. So young and already so forgetful. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm. Do you really think... I mean, okay, I get the point. It's like, oh, like, he only had one arm. So, like, it's unreasonable that he could have picked her up and thrown her. But I'm like... A lot of... Dahlia is a pretty petite girl now. When she was 14, she would have been even smaller. Like, I don't think it's that unreasonable to assume a super fit guy could possibly pick up, like, 60 pounds with one hand, with one arm. This isn't our usual judge. No, it is not. That's why we've been calling him the Canadian judge. He showed up one other time in this series, and that was during the Mask to Mask trial. But yeah, he's clearly intended to be Canadian because yeah, he makes jokes about double doubles, and there was one line where he's like, "Who's this hoser, eh?" And I'm like, oh my god. Like, no one actually says that, but that is like very stereotypical Canadian comedy. The wind's going crazy over there. I guess it is fall storm season. I heard the rain going earlier over here, too. Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point-blank range. Oh, that's what it meant. So, Mr. Falls throwing this witness off the bridge? That's clearly impossible. Finally got a bit of rain. Hooray! Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into Eagle River intentionally. What? What? Why was there a tiger sound effect? Indeed. What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? I'm on the verge of tears every time we get anything from the clouds. Oh no! That sounds rough. It's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun in handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide. Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current. But even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river. Oh? And then what was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river? The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids. I live in Caribbean and every day it rains. Oh yeah! Yeah, depending where you are, you get quite a bit of heavy rain most of the year. I'm in like the Great the Great Lakes area of Canada, so water is quite common. Like rain and stuff because of the clouds. So, the diamond? "5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day." You have Discord? Me? I do! Ta-da! Thank you, Zon! Come on down, it's affectionately called DD Cord. We're in there sharing memes, sharing shots from our gacha games. We do a watch-along of anime or like whatever else every Sunday. You're gonna join? Yay! Welcome! Rest in peace, Edgeworth. No, it can't be. Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. Yeah, on one hand, your house didn't get washed away. On the other hand, you're basically in a drought. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river. With the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Why, that's simply ridiculous! I mean, the fact a 14-year-old could survive a raging river after jumping 40 feet? Yeah. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? Unfortunately, some of them are. Some of them are. This woman is a demon. There was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well? But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? She means what she means. On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister Dahlia and then told her what she was planning to do. Planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister! Who is that? Laughing at a time like this? Oh, forgive me. It's just hilarious. Well, witness? Is that you? Oh, you amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally. You have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14, I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister. Well, And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that. Well, Miss Fey? I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Fey. Are you stupid or something? How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject the assertions made by the defense. Of course you are. Is this it? Is it really over? That girl has made a fool of me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Without evidence, the trial is over? Who decided that? Mr. Armando! Come on now, kittens, don't call me kitten! Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Testimony? On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie. That's what you think, right? Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, isn't there? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Since there's no proof, There's only one thing left to do. Who is the one person who can testify to that demon woman's crimes? I mean, it's Terry. He's never gonna give her up, though. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? Yes. We would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry Falls. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this? Tisku tisku. Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I don't believe it. No way! Dahlia died 5 years ago! Valerie betrayed me! Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive. And you were used for $2 million. That's not true! Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne? Or was it Dahlia? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never ever betray each other. Terry? Dahlia! It's true! And you are alive! You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad. Tell the truth, the real truth! I believed in you! I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry. Dahlia. Yeah, case closed. We're getting Zippo out of him. I will only allow Mr. Falls to testify once, and once only. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness? Ah! I'm sorry! I apologize! Ah! Please, water! Can't talk, need water! Oh well, I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself. Wah! Welp. He had a good time. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on Bridge. I watched my car from Bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood front of me. We talked. Then she left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia. Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you? That's enough, Miss Fay. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Fay, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how you want it to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? He's really biting the metal ball, he sure is. There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. Thanks. That day, 4 p.m. Stopped to find the car. Bah, 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 bah. She wasn't there, so I waited. Dun, 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 dun. She stood in front of me. I hate to tell you this, Terry, but clearly you arrived second. So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? And suddenly you're lucid. And speaking in complete sentences. Well then, I'm sure too, Mr. False. I'm sure that you're lying. Huh? What? That doesn't seem like a good cough. Oh? I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Fay. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? Unless they did a do-si-do. But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth. I got there around 4 o'clock, it's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place. Did you go to the special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah. It's an old temple, about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love. Memento? 5 years ago, I hid it under base of tree there. Ah, yes! The famous necklace is a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get. This little bottle on a necklace is your memento? Oh, he's been wearing it the whole time. He's just had the chain turned around. It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor? You heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No! Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. I've still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Oof! Huh? Mr. Falls? Oh! Yep. That's enough. Please. Witness? I promised her 5 years ago. if it ever happens, that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle. No! Stop the trial! Your Honor! We need a recess and a rescue! I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this. No! We are so close! Just a little more! I was going to prove your innocence! No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again. Mr. Falls, she was never dead. Mr. Armando, thanks for the coffee. Mr. Falls! And so, my first trial ended. Suddenly. And tragically. It ended with no winners. Only losers. Did he bite the metal ball too hard? No, he drank poison. Because that was, if you remember, that was the bottle from Phoenix's trial at the beginning. That she tried to hide. Because it was evidence of her being involved in another murder. This is the case that they were referencing back then. I ended up with the wounds that cut so deep into my soul, I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. Yeah, this was both their first trial. But one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. Unforgivable, that witch! Mr. Armando! We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. We were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault! It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself! Don't cry, kitten. You're going to make my coffee all salty. I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. Mia? Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. Damn. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Mr. Armando, why did you do that? No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. And there's Nick in the hospital, for reasons we don't know yet. 1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I, myself, got wrapped up in that case. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfectly angelic smile on her face. was finally all over. At least, that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years. Now something has happened that's made me remember all this. Dun 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 dun! And this is the last episode of the original trilogy. After that, it's Edgeworth's time to shine, and then it's all about Apollo Justice and Athena. But first, I'm gonna go grab some agua. I'm gonna get some water. So, hold tight, get up, stretch as you need to. We've come so far. We literally have. It's been. Getting through the original trilogy has been like. Has it been almost 2 years in the making? I know it's been at least 1 year. I can't remember. It's been a long time either way. Alright, I will be right back. I'm just gonna get some agua, and then we will continue. So hold on tight. Alright, I'm back with my special blend, Moonbeans, who have been here for a while. Know what I'm talking about? Basically every fall, winter, I switch over to hot water with the lemon, ginger, honey, and... Yep. Hot water with honey, lemon, and ginger. Good for the immune system, good for the throat. I just basically chop up some lemons and some ginger, put it all in a big mason jar, pour in a whole bunch of honey, leave it in the fridge for a couple days, and then you're good to go. Alright. Last case, let's go. This is a lone one from what I remember. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is like a 4-parter. Like there is Investigation 1, Investigation 2, Trial, Part 1, Part 2, Investigation, Trial, Trial is a long one. It's a big one. Also very convoluted. I barely remember much about this one beyond the basics, because the solution is just bananas. So have fun! Alright, here we go. Save our progress. Shichi Shito, the treasured Kurain village heirloom, whose name means 7-branch sword. It is said that the sacred sword represents life itself. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless. Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end, one merciless point. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed, the illusion is revealed, and the implacability of fate revealed. What a frickin' word to stick in there. Inevitability probably would have been okay, but yeah. Hey, Nick! Did you have a weird prophetic dream? Yeah? What is it? You know how I've got spiritual powers, unlike you? Sure, you are a spirit medium after all. Where's this going? But just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right? I guess so. Yeah. Glad you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up. What is this tag team? Pearls? So, that's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick. Huh? I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face? It's the New Year's issue of Oh Cult! Winter Spiritual Location Special. Oh. Pearls looks so happy. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intensive training. Oh, it sounds too good to be true. Then it's probably a scam. I'll say, it sounds more like a scam to me. See, Nick gets it. It's at a spiritual retreat called Hazakura Temple. It's way up in the mountains, and I bet it's nice and cold. Just perfect for training. Now I definitely don't want to go. You know, I think I've heard of this temple before. It's a famous channeling dojo. It's hard for even real spirit mediums like us to make reservations up there. Reservations? For a temple? Are you serious? Don't worry, I've already made special reservations just for us. Yeah! And I signed up for the special course. That's nice, and the timing couldn't be better since we don't have a case right now. Alrighty then, it's settled. Come on, don't just stand there. Start packing your stuff. Yes, Mr. Nick, you better start packing your stuff. Why did I agree to come along? Implacability? Thank you, Mr. Wisecrack. You're coming in quite late for that. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. Well, we have to be accompanied by someone over 20 years old. Oh no! That's right, they're minors. Hey! I don't have anything to do with spirit power. The only thing I can channel is a TV. But I'm shh. So, is there a heated pool at this Hazakura temple? No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall. Sorry, but I think I'll pass. I hate cold places. What? No way! How can you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick, look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? Nope, not going. I'm gonna be nice and toasty at home. What the? What is it, Mr. Nick? Let me see that. Huh, it looks like Dahlia. I wonder who that is. Wink. This nun. Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick? This girl, it's... My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. How can any woman ever count on you for anything? Woof. Shots fired! Poor Nick. You disgust me. RIP! But it can't be! She was found guilty! And should still be in prison! Didn't she get hanged? I mean, I don't think that's spoilers. I don't remember if they say outright when she did or if she did. I just know Japan has the death penalty. Mr. Nick? I'll go. Huh? Hazakura Temple. I said I'll go. Yay! Isn't that great, Pearly? Who are we to question this change of heart? Yes! Oh, thank you! Thank you, Mr. Nick! You'd do anything for the Mystic Maya, right? You even walk over burning hot coals? Sure. We'll go with that. Dun, 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 dun. Dahlia Hawthorne. I knew there was no way she could possibly be at that temple. But just had to see for myself. And oh, what a choice that was! What a choice that was! Oh, Phoenix, what have you done? Who this nun really was. Here we go. Mistakes have been made. Choices have been choiced. Decided, obviously. But it's so cold up here, Nick. Maybe you should put on something warmer for a change? Like, crazy thought and all that, you know? Well, it's supposed to be cold. It's training. Her teeth are chattering so loud, it's all I can do to make out what she's saying. Wow, Mr. Gamaya, so this is the famous Hazakura Temple. Pearly! Well. How nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple. Oh, thank you. Oh my. Thank you for coming all this way. Come now. You must have been cold. What's with the past tense? We're freezing into human popsicles as we speak. Well, we are high up in the mountains after all. In any case, we shouldn't speak here. Please follow me inside. Thank you. I was starting to think I would pass. Oh, yes. I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the head nun here at the temple. My name is Bikini. Bikini? That's right! Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? It's a tradition to have one, and I wanted something that had a nice image to it. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger. It certainly does! Oh, I signed up for your special course. Well, my, quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Reckless? What? Huh? Maybe you should take it easy tonight, Mr. Gamaya. We can come back another day. But you went through all the trouble to make reservations. Yes, that's right. You've come all this way, so please enjoy yourselves. There's still some time before supper. Why don't you have a look around? I thought we were going inside where it's warm. So... what's a channeling dojo anyway? Oh, my, you don't even know that? Forgive him, sister, for he knows not what he's saying. Well, just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. A channeling dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. We have special holy items prepared here to help people boost their spiritual powers. Holy items? If you train an entire evening surrounded by these items, it's quite mysterious. The spiritual power of those items seems to envelop you. Wow, she must have just gotten off the trolley from the land of make-believe. So what exactly is the special course? You must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that at such a young age. It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant a spell. 30,000 times, all while being showered in freezing cold spirit water. Oh. It's February now, right? You have to be careful this time of the year. If you don't watch it, you'll catch pneumonia or maybe even die of hypothermia. So be careful, you hear? Why would you offer this? How am I supposed to be careful? Oh no. I knew I shouldn't have signed Mystic Maya up for this. You didn't even ask what it entailed. Oh, Pearl. The other nun? Sister, about this picture. Damn, she's got the falsies on. Well, look at that. I must say, I look rather divine here, don't you think? Oh, yeah. Unforgettable in every way. You mean it? Oh, I knew it. The makeup was pretty tough, but Iris helped me out. Iris? The cute little girl in the photo. She looks just like me, doesn't she? We're just a small temple here, so she and I run the entire place. Really? That sounds kind of sorry to cut in, but... This Iris... Where is she right now? Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all the way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you? Pearl's gonna... bite our shins off. No. That's not what I had in mind at all. Anyway, Iris is in the inner temple preparing for this evening. Inner... temple? Yes, that's right. Iris will be back this evening. Why don't you go have a look at the main hall for now? Is that the inner temple, huh? Alright. Where do we go? Well, this looks vaguely familiar. Wow, look at this broken down old bridge, Nick. Yeah, and look at that big cannon below us. Hey, there's a river down there. It looks like it's flowing real fast. What's wrong, Nick? You look like you've seen a ghost. I'm just not very good with heights. Oh! Hey, I've got it! Maybe you should face your fear and try hurling yourself off the edge. You want him to die. You know, 1, 2, 3, jump! It might be just what you need. Yeah, death is a real good way to overcome phobias overnight. So true. Anyway, it sure looks like a rickety bridge. Can't argue there. That's probably why it's called Dusty Bridge. Read it again, Maya. It says Dusky Bridge. Ah, so it is the same bridge. So Hazakura Temple must have been where Dahlia and Falls went. Let's see. Oh, we got Dusky Bridge. Can't believe there's a public phone here. Who would ever use it? The people who live here, I guess. I doubt they have any real phones here. Yeah, but it took like 20 minutes to walk here from the main hall. It would have been smarter for them to build the main hall here, don't you think? Maybe you should work on channeling someone who makes logical sense, Maya. Well, I mean, she does have a point. They should have built the phone closer, but... The sign here is so old, the text seems to have vanished. The path leads to a wooden staircase that goes down to the bottom of the canyon. Okay, I'll write wooden staircase on it then. Do you really think that's necessary? You'd have to be blind not to see the stairs. Well, it can't hurt. Just pass me a pencil, okay? Graffiti is a crime, Maya. Plus, there's already... Come on, Nick, why don't we hop across the bridge? It'll be fun, my girl. What's wrong with you? I'm not so sure. It looks like a bunny hopping across the bridge would destroy it. Oh, Nick. Then let's try to find a cute, fluffy little bunny and test your theory. That right there sums up the fundamental difference between sane and insane. Fair enough. Looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there. I guess that's where I'll be training tonight. Do you want to train with me, Nick? And do the special course? I think not. But it'd be great if you had spiritual powers, too. Really? I see dead people sounds more like a cause for alarm to me. Oh, no. God, not the Sixth Sense. I feel like everyone knows that the little boy in Sixth Sense went on to voice Sora in Kingdom Hearts, but, you know. I knew Zon would know. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Let's see. We got anything else? Nope. Let's see. I guess we go back to the main gate. Haley Joel Osment, that's his name! You said the magic summoning words, Kingdom Hearts? Spin around 3 times. Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts, and a Zon will appear and fix your computer. The main hall, I think it's even colder in here. Mr. Nick, do you smell that? It smells like meat and gravy. Yeah, you're right. I guess it's pot roast for dinner tonight. Yum. Weird, I thought they would serve something a little more traditional. What are you talking about, Nick? You think monks and nuns just sit around eating rice gruel all the time? Mr. Meyer is right. Ooh, I hope there's mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. What a cute little acolyte. Greetings to you all. Oh! Hello? Wow, this lady makes Maya look like a 6.8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale. Wow, that's rude. Your outfit. Did you come here for the special course too? Unfortunately, no. Actually, You're Miss Elise O'Neem. Yes, that's right. You know of me? My name is Pearl Faye. I'm your biggest fan. Who is she, Nick? I see it now, Zavadi. A fortune teller? I've got all your books, Mr. O'Neem. What a sweet thing to say. And please, call me Elise. Books? Mr. Nick, don't you know anything? Jeez, that's a little harsh. Don't you even know who this is? Well, an author maybe? Yes, and an illustrator of picture books. Picture books, huh? Oh, now I get it. Alright. Elise O'Neem. I'm sorry I didn't know who you were. I don't get a lot of chances to, read picture books. It's alright. I take no offense to that. My books are nothing but simple stories for children, and I mean, if you're forever alone and single, why would you have kids? And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Elise. Your books always make me feel as if my heart has been purified. Haha, it makes me feel very happy to hear you say that. I do have to admit, she certainly seems like a kind, sensitive lady. Miss Elise won an award last year for her book, The Magic Bottle. Yes, a friend of mine secretly submitted a story I had written to a publisher. They liked it so much they asked if it was alright to make it into a book. Wow, must have been a really great story. Maybe I should try to write a children's book too. If I do, you can secretly send it to a publisher for me, Nick. Recently, I've accepted a sort of apprentice, you might say. An apprentice? He calls himself Loris Dionim. I believe he's off doing some landscape sketches now. On Loris's behalf, I'd like to thank you for your support. Of course, Miss Elise, anything for you. Why come here? Why did you come to the Hazakura Temple, Miss Elise? Are you here to do some spiritual training? No, that's not it. I'm actually here to gather materials for a new book I'm working on. Wow! I can't wait to read it! Pearls is completely taken with her. I wanted to do a book with a more Japanese feel to it this time. So is that why you're dressed like you are? The children have a certain image of me in their minds. I don't want to disappoint them. What can I say? She's a really sweet lady. Miss Elise, you're dressed up like a mountain nun. Yes, the good people here were kind enough to let me borrow this. I'm wearing training clothes underneath my robe as well. I want a staff like that. You like the crystal sphere? It's real amethyst, you know. Maybe we'll find one like that up here on this mountain. Good luck, Nick. I know you'll find me one. I don't know about that. Well, you'll have to excuse me now. I have to go help with the dinner preparations. Wow, you mean you're cooking dinner tonight? That's right. Would you like to help too, Pearl? Yes, yes! I want to help with whatever I can! Pearl looks like she just won the lottery. I mean, getting to meet your hero and they don't turn out to be an asshole? That is winning the lottery. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. Huh? Oh, yes. Please take this. I think it will be of help to you. Yes, there's Dusky Bridge. It's a map of the area. You wouldn't want to get lost now, would you? The inner temple. There it is, on the other side of the bridge. Well, if you insist, I guess we'll take this chance to go check out the other temple. Okay, I'll see you two later then. Remember, you're not allowed to fight. Thanks, Mom. Come on, Nick, let's go. At least we can stay warm if we keep moving. True. It would help if they, they actually lit a fire in the hearth. February 7th, Hazakota Temple main gate. Huh? Where did Sister Bikini go? I guess she went to go to the inner temple to go help out the other nun. Oh, right, I think her name is Iris? Yeah, that was it. I really want to find out who Iris really is, but I'm scared of what I'll find. He's like, you okay, bro? He's not okay. He is very much not okay. Oh, hey, there's a skidoo. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, skidoo the door. Snow motorcycle things. Snowmobile. Oh, I guess technically snowmobile is the right term. Skidoo is a brand. Snow motorcycle things. Snow blow meal. Same thing. Too bad we didn't invite Desiree. I bet you could race the wind on this. Or maybe she'd give me a ride. I told you it's snowmobile. Why do you argue with her, Nick? You know how she is. Oh, hey, it's Jinzo statues. Whoa! That bridge was shaking like jello in an earthquake. Yeah, me too, Nick. And at least half of the wood on that rickety bridge was rotting, I bet. Not to mention the last part only had like one board left on it. Thanks, Maya. Thanks for not knowing how to take a hint. What's wrong with you? Your face is all green. Yeah, what's wrong with you? Can you not pick on me for a second? I'm still... trying to get over the shock that we made it safely across that death trap. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit surprised too. Yikes, that temple is in bad shape. It looks like it could collapse at any time. I guess people don't use it too often. Is this really where you're gonna be training tonight? This has to be it. It's kind of creepy around here. Like a ghost might jump out at you or something. Spirit medium afraid of ghosts? Is it that ironic? Well, I mean... she's channeling people who have already peacefully passed on. She's not here doing exorcisms, so technically she's not used to, spirits with lingering regrets and stuff. So that's the inner temple up ahead, huh? It looks that way. Well, it wouldn't be very temple-like if it was all bright and shiny. I guess? So you're training here tonight, huh? Yep. Then everyone will see my spiritual powers. Wow. That was quite the sound effect. Sounds like your stomach wants to show off its digestive powers instead. I wonder if that roast is ready yet. Quite possible. Hey, I half opened the gate. That's practically a welcome mat. Yeah, except the sign on here definitely says no entry. Nick, rules are made to be broken, you know. You expect a lawyer to go along with that? Oh, come on. You're such an old lady sometimes. Let's just go. Don't blame it on me when Sister Bikini puts a curse on you. Not so keen now, huh? Now you've got me scared. Let's just forget about it, okay? Okie dokie. Let's see here. Alright, so we gotta go back to the bridge. Or, hang on. Ah, there we go. I want to examine this side. There's a giant robot in the snow! Well, there's something buried in the snow, but I think it's an incinerator. Oh. But you've gotta admit it looks like a robot. Sure. Anyway, I don't think it gets used much. It's looking pretty rusty. Do you think it can walk? I hope not. I told you it's not a robot! And it's not especially big either. Ah, you have no imagination. I thought it'd be real neat if you had to beat it to advance. Fight between a lawyer and an overgrown furnace. Who'd ever pay to see that? I think there's probably at least 6 people in chat who would. And then it just slides over. Okay. Let us go then. We will head on back. Actually, hang on. Did it say training hall? I think it did. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, delightful! The gate's sideways. Man, look at this place. It's just a tiny, freezing cold room. So this is where you'll both be training, huh? Huh? What do you mean, both? I'm the only one. Really? But I thought... Pearlie's just a little kid. She couldn't handle this kind of training. You're also just a little kid, Maya. So says the girl who I can barely hear over her teeth chattering. Anyway, the real training room must be behind that door over there. Yeah, definitely getting the feeling it's back there. Even I can sense there's something supernatural about the cavern behind that door. There she is. Excuse me, but who are you? Hi there! We're just looking around since we're going to be staying here tonight. Is something wrong? Oh! No, it's nothing. I wonder why she's spaced out like that. Don't you, Nick? Did you say something, Maya? Not you too! It's like an epidemic or something! My name is Iris. I'm one of the nuns here at this temple. I'm Maya Fey. It's a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure is mine. Oh, please excuse me, I have some, chores to attend to. Yeah. She sure is beautiful. And a bit spacey, I guess. I guess she's just not used to talking with urban sophisticates like us. Sure. Nick? That girl. It can't be, but... But what if it is? Dun dun dun! Need a keyboard one of these days so I can actually play the dramatic chords. Now that I think about it, keyboards aren't that expensive. I don't know if well, okay, I could put it over to the side. I would have to lean way over, though. That'd be pretty good, right? Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt to look up the prices. Here's my notes. I mean, having an actual soundboard would let me do that as well, and then the keyboard feeds into it, I think? I would have to look into it all. I've only looked briefly into that stuff. Because a small one might squeeze in just between my other monitor and the edge of my desk. Whoops. Would have to get creative about a lamp, though. And, you know, not knocking over my cups or anything. Phooey, it's locked. Come on, Nick. You know you want to open it for me? I can't. You've been kind of a bad mood lately, haven't you? Safari! I know what it is! Ha ha ha! Iris and Nick sitting in the tree. Kissing. Thanks, Maya. Thank you for making fun of my trauma, which I've never told anyone about, so how could they know? Hanging scroll. Ah! Maya? What? What is it? Why did you scream like that? This scroll. It's my mother. What? What? It's Misty Fey, the master of the Kurain School of Channeling. Are you sure? Yeah. That crest at the top of the scroll. It's the special mark of the master of our tradition. So that's what that mark means. What is it? Nothing. It's just... I last saw her over 15 years ago. If it wasn't for that crest, I wouldn't have even known it was her. My own mother. And I can't even recognize her face. I mean, you were 4 years old when she went missing. Don't be so hard on yourself, girly. Hanging scroll added to the court record. Look at this antique dresser. Anyway, total mood shift. I wonder if there's anything valuable inside. Let's have a look. Huh, nothing, just a bunch of clothes. Hey, Nick. Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. Oh, about Iris, I bet. Looks like you've been bitten by the love bug. I'm out of here. You're on your own, Maya. See ya. Oh, new dialogue. Whew, we managed to get it across. She was 2, it's been 17 years? Fair enough. I couldn't remember exactly in that exact moment, so I just took a guesstimate. Wait, didn't she say it's been 15 years, though? That she hasn't seen her mother in 15 years? If that's the case, you're wrong. She's 19. So if it was 15 years ago, she was 4. She said over 15 years ago. Okay, fine. Why are we splitting hairs over this anyway? Why does it matter whether or not I set the right age? Nick, you look green. Are you feeling alright? Hey, what's wrong with you? Ever since we met Sister Iris at the training hall, you've been really quiet. Huh? Oh, sorry. Hey, you, wait up. Oh no, is this who I think it is? You think he's yelling at us? He must be. There's no one else around. Would you mind moving? You're standing right in my way. Ah. Hey, I know you. You're back from the gym. Hi, Luna. Was it a good session? Whoa, sorry, gotta run. Larry's gotta hit the gym too. See ya. Hey, get back here. You managed to do your sets? Nice! Good job! Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Laura Stunin. A liar? You're Larry! Your clothes may change, but you're still the butts. Rip. Shut up! I'm Laurice! If you say so. And I'm just here to do a sketch of Dusky Bridge. So it really is our Larry. Not that I get why he's pretending to be someone else. He just changed his name. Sometimes people change names. Dun 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 dun. So what are you doing with the last name Junim? Well, I want to start over again with a clean slate. A clean slate? You remember, don't you? Last time? The Master Mask case. After that, I started to realize that I like this guy known as Larry Butts. Wow. He's had some self-reflection. And that's when I came across it. The Book of Destiny. The Book of Destiny? Do you mean the Magic Bottle by Miss Elise O'Neem? So beautiful, so moving, so gentle. My heart felt cleansed. I was saved. Naruhodo? Janai. Not at all. Don't get it. Don't understand. Larry, you're weird. Don't be like this. Wow, Larry would make a great book salesman. I really want to get that book now, too. Alright, so Elise O'Neem. She's the most wonderful person I've ever met. I'd follow her anywhere. Well, she certainly is a very elegant lady. Yeah, you see? Here's a photo I took of her in secret. Larry, what the fuck? Something's never changed with this asshole. Wow, that's a beautiful photo. You want a copy, don't you? It's okay. I just happen to have made extra prints. Larry. Okay, we don't know how old she is. But bikini's 48, so, yeah, that's about twice your age. One way or the other. Terry? Bogart? That's Larry. I don't know what KOF is, but I'm happy that you're having fun. Still, it's kind of hard to imagine you as a picture book illustrator. So tell the truth. You must have some kind of ulterior motive, right? What are you talking about? I don't trust anyone anymore, especially not women. Talk about a bad case of denial. Anyway, can you even draw well enough to make a picture book? King of Fighters? Oh, I see. That at least sounds passively familiar. And not Fatal Frame? Or Final Fantasy? Or our favorite, Fatal Fantasy? That's why I'm asking, can you draw well enough to make a whole book? Now that you mention it, I wonder. Excuse me, it looks like you still have some doubt in your heart. It's true, I do, but when I first saw her, I felt it. I don't even want to know, Larry. Something inside me ended, and something else began, Larry. Oh, Larry, it sounds like you've fallen in love. No, you're wrong. It's not her. It's the other girl. Oh, of course it is. Other girl? Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. This is the AC Animal Crossing Assassin's Creed Ace Combat situation all over again. Iris is the right age to be connected to Nick and Dahlia. Interesting. Ooh, yeah, her! My little Iris, you creep again. Oh, man. She's really pretty. This girl, she's perfect. She's exactly my type. I wonder if she would model for me. I want to draw a portrait of her. Yeah, you always liked those model types, didn't you, Larry? Hey, wait a sec. Didn't you say you were swearing off women? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Of course I have. It's not good to lie, Larry. I have. Basically, but Iris is different. Oh, Larry. I feel like I still have one chance left at the dream. This guy will never change. Everyone! Hey, Pearly! Dinner preparations are complete. Please come quickly to the main hall. Alright. I can't wait to dig in, Pearly. I'm going to go to the inner temple and call Sister Iris. I also want to have a look at where Mystic Maya is going to be training. But she already left. Well, never mind. Boy, I'm stuffed. Are you sure it's alright to eat that much before your training? Well, this kind of training is a battle of endurance. Mystic Maya, please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. Ha! No pain, no gain, I guess. Oh, Maya. I'm still worried about you. Well, let's not dilly-dally, shilly-shally. Aerith? You must get ready for tonight. Good luck, Maya. Alright, here I go. I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess. Iris, please ring the bell at 10 for lights out, alright? Yes, Sister Bikini. And then after you ring the bell, I want you to come join us at the training hall. I understand, Sister Bikini. Maya and Bikini really seem excited about this training thing. Well, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight? Well, if you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Yes. You thought Ami was spelled I-A-M. Haha, well then, would you like to practice reading with me? I'd love to. So, Larry, what are you going to do? Huh? Me? Well, I'm just gonna hang out in my room. I can't stand the cold at all. I totally hear you there. Miss Elise, so, for example, how do you read this? It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word. Oh, okay. And what about this word? That's another tough one. It says roast. What kind of book is she reading anyway? Well, I'm going to go wash the dishes and help clean up. I'll go visit you when I'm done, Miss Elise. Well, not much to do except head to my room and huddle under the covers, I guess. A man of action, that Nicholas Bicholas. It's a whole different type of cold up here in the mountains. Aha! Why couldn't the nearest bathroom just be a little closer? Rip. Mr. Wright? Whoa! Oh, Miss Stoneem, are you going to use the bathroom too? No, but have you seen Pearl? No. Not since after dinner. I thought she said she was going to go to your room. I know, but she never showed up. I'm going to go look for her. Excuse me. Miss Lee Stonyim, a woman as mysterious in origin as her last name. But the real mysterious one is... Oh! Sister Iris. Good evening. The real mysterious one is this girl. Are you on your way to the bathroom too, Mr. Wright? I can't let this slip me by. This chance slip me by. Oh my gosh. I should try to talk with her. And maybe get some answers. Okay. Oh, and she took the hood off. She really is just a dead ringer for Dahlia. Oh, and as an FYI, since I saw we have some new folks in chat, I have played, most of the games in this series. Basically all of them except for the Edgeworth Investigations. So I do know what's up with Iris. I'm just playing coy for the sake of the people who don't know. You're doing stuff? It's okay! We love lurkers here. Don't worry about it. Iris. Your sister Iris, right? I think Iris is one of the characters where her name did get changed in the localization, but barely. I'm pretty sure it was Ayame in the Japanese. It's been a while since I looked at this stuff. Yes, her name is Ayame. Ayame translate to Iris. Yes, I know. That's why I was saying her name was barely changed. That was gonna be the next point I was going to make. I'm not fluent in Japanese, but I've been studying it for 2 years, so that at least I know. Sorry I missed barely. No worries, no worries. But yeah, it's like one of the few cases where her names were like barely shifted was Ayame to Iris. Cause like for example, Pearl in Japanese is Harumi. I can't remember what Mia's was, but I think Maya in Japanese was Mayoi. I don't remember. Ever since I was a small child, the temple has been my home. So you've never left? Well, I don't have any family left to take care of me. Sister Bikini, I've come to think of her as my real mother, as it were. Aww, that's sweet. Ah, I see, but you... Did you go to college? And maybe enroll in the Ivy University Literature Department? No, I've never had an interest in going to a big university like that. My training is all the education I need. I see. Iris is really nicer than, like, Dahlia. Like, they were both very, very beautiful, but since Iris is so much nicer and her expressions are genuine, she feels even more ethereal. But once in a while, when I get the chance, I make a trip to the nearby town. I can use a computer and a cell phone too. That's not exactly worth something bragging about. Oh, come on, Nick. Sure it is. She lives up in the middle of nowhere. The fact that she could function like a normal person her age is a good thing. Sorry, I shouldn't say normal. Normal implies that there's something wrong with living off the grid. How would I word that then? Like a 25-year-old that like spent their whole life living in the city. There we go. The fact that she's lived up here all this time and can still go into the city and act as though she's lived in civilization all her life is something to be impressed by. So, okay, yeah, so Maya is Mayoi. Oh, Mia was Chihiro. I forgot about that. The family name was Ayasato. Okay, those I forgot. Yeah, Mayoi, I think, stuck because... No, wait, never mind. I was gonna say it's stuck because it's... Mayoi is the old name for a month in the Japanese calendar, but I was like, wait, that's Yayoi. Chihiro's a nice name, though. But I don't see any Cyclops. So, I guess that means she's not lying? I think going off on more of the translate the Japanese names to the English names, I think Dahlia was Chinami? I haven't been on the wiki in a long time, so I'm going off memory for the most part. Asakura Temple? What kind of place is this anyway? I heard it's for training to increase your spiritual power or something like that. It must seem awfully crazy to normal people like you. I mean, not really. Well, I have to admit, it is a whole different world up here. But I'm glad to hear you say that. Huh? Talking with dead people. Who does it help anyway? I hate it. Really? So then why stay in a place like this? I mean, she has no other family. Shinami Miyanagi. Okay. Chihiro and Shinami. Wonder if that was intentional that their names probably have the same first character? Ah! Is something wrong? I did realize it was so late. I have to go and ring the bell for lights out. I guess it's almost 10 now, huh? Mr. Wright? Yes? If it's alright with you, I would like you to have this. But this is your hood. It has the power to protect you from evil spirits. Come to think of it, Sister Bikini was wearing one of those too. I pray for your safety on this dark, cold night. I'm sorry, but I must bid you good night. Wait a minute! Sister Iris! Yes? Just now, you called me by my name. You said Mr. Wright. How did you know my name? I never introduced myself to you. That's... Sister Iris. Please tell me the truth. You and I... Have we ever met before? Ooh, 5 of them. Iris. Oh, it's almost 10. Perhaps we can speak again tomorrow. So she definitely met us in the past. The question is, why is she hiding it? So, my hunch was correct. She does know me. I have to try to talk with her again tomorrow. Ah! What the? That blood-curdling scream came from the courtyard! Oh, fuck. That scream, I'm sure it came from around here. Oh! Someone's there! On the ground! Mr. Neum! Squish? Oh, that sounds nice. I just stepped on something. Hey! Don't step on my tummy like that! What are you doing lying there in the snow? I was passed out! What do you think? So that blood-curdling scream was you. Forget about that! Hurry! Call the police! Is there even a phone in the main hall? No, but we still get reception up here in the mountains. You must have a cell phone on you, right? I didn't bring it with me. Oh, you're useless! I mean, even Iris has a cell phone. We've got no choice. You'll have to use the public phone by Dusty Bridge. Hurry, 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 hurry! Run as fast as you can! Yes, ma'am. If you don't hurry, Iris will! Iris will! Why would you not bring your phone even if there wasn't going to be service? It's farther than I thought. Bridge is just up ahead. I have to go tell Maya about what happened too. Oh! Oh fuck. The Dusky Bridge is burning down! What the heck happened? I think there was a lightning strike. Oh. The fact he's here with that expression just makes it seem like he set the bridge on fire. And he's just completely lost it. What are you doing here? Ah! Huh? What is it? Is it me? Yes, it's you. Don't scare me like that, Larry. I almost had a heart attack. My name isn't Larry, it's Laurice. Whatever, potato patata. Larry, hurry up and call the police. I'm going to the inner temple. Don't be stupid. That bridge is nothing but a burning wreck right now. Listen to me. There's been a murder here at Hazakura Temple. What? The murderer might have fled across the bridge. I have to make sure Maya is safe. But please, call the police. I have to go. Get out of my way, Larry! Well, this is fun. It's too dangerous! Nick! Wait! Bum, 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 bum. Nick waits for no one! I must have been crazy. I knew how dangerous it was, but I still went for it. Nick! Well, bye. Was nice knowing ya. And as I was swallowed up by the eternal darkness that surrounded me, a final, terrified scream rose up to pierce the freezing air of that harrowing night. Okay, that's it. Bye, folks. And that's the end of Phoenix Wright. Yeah! He's dead. Now, obviously, we saw him in the hospital. What a short case, right? So yeah, surprise, this is why, they changed the protagonist to Apollo Justice. Nick ends up dying of hypothermia. It was... I don't know, I didn't really like that twist, but I guess it was unexpected. Date, time, location? Meh. Who could that be at this time of night? Yes? Edgeworth speaking. Edgy! Get up! It's an emergency! Huh? Larry? Do you know what time it is? How do you even know my phone number? It's not Larry, it's Larice. Larice Jonim! This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... Wait, don't hang up! It's an emergency! It's Nick! He took a real nasty spill! Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking, his life is in danger! What? What happened? Talk about a guy with bad luck, he may already be dead! Anyway, you've gotta come back! You're the only one that can help! My Iris, my beautiful Iris, she needs help! Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center! Please hurry! It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion. As if I expected anything to change. Oh, so he gets on a plane and goes back? You're late, Edgy! What took you so long? I don't want to hear it! I chartered a private jet! Oh my god! This rich bitch! Well, you should have chartered a faster one! That's not how planes work, Larry! Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Nick and... look, say something, Edgy! Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Wright a visit. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was the picture book author, Miss Elise Dionim. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke, and he fell into the river. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yeah, that's right. You got it. But they arrested her! My sweet little Iris! And here I was, convinced he was the one the police had arrested, I mean. Would make sense! However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? They're things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with it. And the other... couldn't be possibly asking what I think he is. Could he? I'm begging you! Iris's trial starts tomorrow! With Nick out of the picture? You're all I've got left! You're the only one that can represent her! What did you just say? you know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? Why do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Oh my god, he didn't even do high school. Oh, Larry. So he did the bare minimum compulsory education. That explains a lot about him. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court here. I mean, he's not wrong. How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Because the judge has been, running trials far longer than he should have, I guess. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris's side of the story. So Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Right. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Yeah? Mr. Wright! How is he? Mr. Larry said that he might even die. Fortunately, he will be fine. Larry, you moron! How could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water. But otherwise, he is unharmed. Oh man, he probably has like some full body bruising on his back. Woof. Oh, thank goodness. But he's caught some kind of nasty cold. It's called pneumonia. A cold? He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. Yeah, that's not a cold. You don't get a fever with a cold. I must be imagining things. This woman. I feel like I've met her before. Well, you've met Dahlia. I love this song. I don't get to talk about how much I love piano music that often. Pardon me, Iris, I would like to ask you something if you don't mind. I learned, like, piano for, like, one school year, basically. I wish I could have kept up with it, but my Mama and Melis refused to pay for lessons. Not even get me like a keyboard, so... Perhaps I will indulge myself someday. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hasakura Temple. Hasakura Temple? What's that? Sounds like a fun hobby, right? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. I love my acoustic guitar, but it is definitely easier to like practice with a keyboard at weird hours without having to worry about bothering neighbors or my roommate. Since keyboards, usually you can plug headphones in. Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well? No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at that temple then? I've committed some sins. sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train to purify my soul. I thought you said you got left there as a baby. What are you talking about, girlie? The night of the crime. I want to ask you about last night. The night of the crime. Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner, and then went back to my room at about 8. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night. I see. And then? I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there. Why did you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story. I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. Frightened? You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder? Yes. However, you didn't go. Because you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? Oh, here we go! What in the world? Is there something wrong? I'm sorry. It's nothing. I'm just freaking hallucinating. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. These must be what Wright was talking about, the psycho locks. Excuse me, it's Psychonauts all over again, man. I believe he said I need to present this Magatama item to do something. It's like, I don't even know what to make of this. Dun 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 dun. I think it was a result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power? Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I mean, fair. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Yes, I understand. Most people don't. And I'm certain that that thing that killed the victim was a human. So please, answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Miss Elise Donim? No. I'm not the one who took her life. Those psycholock things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe she's not lying. Or something? What's wrong? I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes. At the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you. Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands. But before that, I have one more question. Yes? Do you know Wright? Why do you ask? Whenever you came up in our conversation, you would begin to act a little strange. I need to know if you're a romantic rival or not. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? Oh, shit! She's coming at him! He is a very dear and indispensable friend. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him? I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever truly be able to recover. Iris? It's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. All right, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal. That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. I don't know about that. But yeah! We spent a good chunk of the last case playing as Edgeworth. Which is a nice little segue into when we finally get to play Miles Edgeworth Investigations. But for now, that's gonna be it for tonight. Curse this, you know, having to be places in the morning and all that stuff. Curse society. Gosh darn it all and all that stuff. You work. Too bad I can't just be a streamer full-time, eh? Maybe one day in the distant future if the stars align. But for now, I gotta go to a day job. Alrighty, let me triple check the schedule. What do we got tomorrow? I think it is it Danganronpa? No! Or yes it is. Okay. Hang on. Wednesday? Thursday? Yeah, there we go. I'm like, I'm losing track of the days already. I was like, wait! Is it metaphor? No, wait, 20 seconds. What's today? So yes, we're playing some Danganronpa tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST. If y'all would like to come along for some more anime mystery solving shenanigans. We'll be coming back to Phoenix Wright on Sunday, because we're getting close to the end, so I figured why not to double up this week. For now, let's see who we can find today. Who do we got? Oh! RT is doing art still. They've been at it for like 6 hours. I saw when they went live. I'll send you guys off for art. I was like, do I want to go look for someone else? I'm like, nah. Like, nah. I'm like, I could go look for someone else in the Ace Attorney category, like someone who was playing the first game or something, but I'm like, no, I'm tired. I just want to drop you guys off in someone else's daycare and run. And then, like, have a snack and go to sleep. Thank you for the head pats. Ooh, big stretch already. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Makes sense, yeah. Was a long work day and now it's 10 p.m. So it's like sometimes when we finish stream, I'm like, I'm still good to hang out in someone's chat and chit chat. Other times I'm like, no, I'm dropping the kids off at daycare and I'm leaving. Bye. It's like give you guys all a pat on the head, say, see you later, and leave. The baby emoji. Alright. There's our raid message for the folks who are heading off with us to go see RT. And for any new folks who haven't joined yet, boop, here's our Discord if you would like to keep up with us offline. We just generally do a little bit of chit-chatting here and there in various channels. We do a watch-along every Sunday of whatever anime show. We've been working through, We've been working through various anime series that were voted in by the community back during my birthday in September. Because that was one of the penalties for on our spin the wheel was chat gets to pick watch along stuff. So we're working through that list. Technically we're on the last one, but you guys voted in a long series. But it's pretty episodic, so hey, if you feel like jumping in, by all means. Otherwise, that's gonna be it for me. Ad starting? Never mind, we're snoozing that. We don't gotta worry about that. Alrighty, guys. And that's it for me. So, if it's daytime where you are, have a wonderful rest of your day. If it's nighttime, I hope you have a great rest when you head on off to bed. And until next time I see ya, take care of yourself, wash your face, brush your teeth, eat good food, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye! Bye-bye-bye-bye!